Hidden Champions and German Origins. Why Germany? Hermann Simon, a renowned businessman, first revealed to the world his business acumen in 1996 with the book Hidden Champions, Lessons from 500 of the World's Best Unknown Companies. Since then, he has toured the world and wrote many other books, expanding on his original concept and clarifying it. The fundamentals of the concept were introduced to viewers in a previous video. Now, however, we shall delve into the reasons as to how the first hidden champions arose and just why the Germanic region has contributed so much of them. It should be noted, Hermann Simon is German and is quick to point out some uniquely German characteristics that allow such a culture to give birth to the champion concept. In his book, he mentions more than half of the identified hidden champions reside in German-speaking countries, what many would say is a testament to the engineering culture of the German people. Why such a high concentration of hidden champions? Simon says this is caused by a couple of factors. Countries like France or Britain formed into nation-states relatively early in the modern era. The German areas of Europe, however, were a patchwork of small states and polities that never developed an overbearing bureaucracy. Germany only became a cohesive nation in the mid to late 19th century, and Austria and Switzerland had a similar process where even today all three countries operate in a loose confederation. The decentralized nature of society drove entrepreneurs who wanted to grow their business to push past the limited boundaries of their local states. In addition to this, the decentralized structure allowed for increased competition and a testbed for new ideas and disruption in the productive sphere. The dispersion and quick movement of knowledge and creativity pushes companies to adapt to survive, otherwise risk falling behind industry standards. Germanic lands have also developed industrial ecosystems. Dating back to the Middle Ages, regions in these countries have specialized and trained their skills for very particular crafts, such as the university town of Göttingen. Göttingen has an impressive 39 manufacturers of measurement technology. In such a small town, such a thing is unbelievable, but the answer lies in the local university's mathematics department, which is world-class. Most of the city's manufacturers trace their roots to principles discovered by Carl Friedrich Gauss and other skilled mathematicians. These regional hubs of expertise create unique opportunities for enterprises, allowing them access to partnerships, customer relationships, business deals, and capital funding. Germany also employs a dual vocational system, an educational program that trains both the theoretical and practical aspects of the worker. Simon states apprentices work in a company 3 days a week and attend a vocational training school for 2 days. While other countries have higher rates of college and university graduates, the German dual vocational training system produces the best qualified, skilled workers in the world. The country also has a strong manufacturing base. Unlike the US or the UK, Germany never offshored this essential industry. For one of the world's most advanced economies and a first world country, the average share that manufacturing contributed to Germany's economy was over 20%, a figure where most developed nations struggle to achieve a measly 15%. While many would say the industrial sector is outdated in the digital age, Germans would have to disagree. Nations like Korea and the other East Asian tigers were quick to realize that the path to development lay in export-oriented industrialization, a trade and economic policy aiming to speed up industrialization by maximizing the export of goods where the nation has a competitive advantage. Germany followed a similar strategy in its post-war recovery. It wisely recognized that the correlation between a country's manufacturing base and its trade balance, the difference between imports and exports, is close to 80%, and to have a sovereign and developed nation meant to have a strong manufacturing base. Besides national security concerns, a manufacturing base allows Germany to take advantage of a skilled workforce in what would otherwise be a relatively small nation on the international stage, and specialize in value-added goods to export. Speaking of, German products and German engineering have taken on an almost mythic status, being elevated by the country's long-term commitment to only the highest of standards. Made in Germany has become a national promise, a promise that has gone a long way in assuring customers that German crafts will always stand out from the rest. The ascent of the hidden champions has been aided by trends such as the opening of trade, the deepening of value chains, and advancements in communication and logistics. All these helped fuel an export-driven surge that allowed hidden champions to carve out specific niches they are market leaders in. Simon highlights the little things that these corporations do to push for perfection. The little things are often small items or practices that most would not notice. The little things can only be undertaken by the small companies, champions with a long-term outlook that don't play by Wall Street's standard playbook. The accumulation of these little things results in a competitive advantage that will be impossible to replicate and impossible to stop.